Your service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Your service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Muhammad Ali, may he rest in peace. See, you and I and virtually every human you meet, we have all these different complex desires, complex set of behaviors, and all these different desires that we have, often, usually, almost always actually, they're fighting one another. So for the sake of convenience, simplicity, and discussion, I'm going to simplify this and refer to one set of desires as lower desires, one set of desires as higher desires, okay? Your lower desires are manifestations of the egoic mind. Your higher desires are manifestations of your soul mind, your higher mind, your soul. And the desire to serve others is the soul's desire. It's the desire of the higher mind. Your desire to go out to the supermarket and have ice cream and candy is the desire of the egoic mind. You see, those desires are always sort of pulling in one another and fighting one another. And what you want to do is you want to purify and clarify. I am that I am. I am the soul. I am that I am. And it's ironic because you have to use your ego to identify your soul. Actually, if you're gonna identify with the soul, you know, the Tao that can be spoken is not the true Tao, but that's not for this video, okay? Let's keep things simple here. The desire to serve is the higher desire, is the soul's desire. You wanna be very clear in your mind, in your being, which ones are the desires of my higher mind, my soul, which ones are the desires of my lower mind, my egoic human self. And what you want to do slowly but surely, it's a process, is you want to chip away, reduce all the desires, aka the egoic desires that do not really serve you. Now, why did I use the example of ice cream and candy bar and I sort of put it head to head against the soul's desire to serve? Well, it's because if you keep eating ice cream and candy bars, guess what? You're gonna get ill, you're gonna get sick, you're gonna inevitably come with the flu, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be fatigued, and guess what that does? That affects your ability to serve others. Because look, if you have the flu, guess what? The flu is taking you out for 10 days. Let's say, okay, let's take me as an example here. The way I serve the world is I make these YouTube videos, all right? Let's say I'm eating ice cream and candy bars every single day, which is the desire of my egoic mind. Let's say 2 months from now, it adds up in my body and I come with the flu. The flu takes me out for 10 days. Guess what? I'm unable to make these videos. You know how many times I was watching YouTube videos and someone says, sorry, I didn't make videos for the last 2 weeks. I came up with a really bad flu and here I am, I'm back, I'm getting better. See, as a servant, this is my way of serving the world. You see, this is the way I pay my rent here, is through these YouTube videos, through spreading love, wisdom, truth to the best of my ability, because it's filtered through a biased instrument. And to the best of my ability, I try to remove the bias, align myself with the Tao, with God's will, and then do the best that I can to share these things. This is how I pay rent for my room here on earth. If I was to submit to the lower desires of eating ice cream and candy bar, in my case, actually, I have different set of lower desires, but stick with me here. I'd come up with the flu and I'm taking out for 2 weeks. I'm not making videos. See, because I've surrendered and I've let the lower desires run amok, I've let them control me and take over me, guess what? My higher desire to serve others has been overtaken, has been run over because of my lower desires. You see? So look, I'm gonna be straight ahead with you guys here, straight out with it. I'm gonna just shoot straight from the hip. We are here to serve. We are here to serve. We are here to create. We are here to express the beauty, the divinity of God. We are children of God. You can look at it a different way, say we are gods, just in the process of remembrance. It doesn't matter. But what matters is, if you want to just bring this in a nutshell, the purpose of human existence is to serve, to create, and to express higher principles like beauty, love, wisdom, truth, etc., etc., which are all just different names to describe God. When we say beauty, we're basically saying God. When we say truth, we say God. There is a beautiful page from Ram Dass's book. His book is wonderful, Be Here Now. And this is what it says. Consciousness equals love, equals beauty, equals truth, equals wisdom, equals purity. And there was a few more things in there, but you catch my drift here. This is it. Anything that gets in the way of your service to your fellow beings, not just humans. You could be somebody who dedicates their life, builds an animal shelter, runs an animal shelter. Anything that gets in the way of your service to others in all different forms, service to nature, service to Mother Earth, service to your fellow humans, fellow animals, fellow plants. Anything that gets in the way must be filtered out and must be removed from your life sooner or later. Okay? Don't try to do everything at once. Just awareness in and of itself is transformative. Start to become aware. Like for instance, let's say you're a musician and that's your way of service. You're here to serve others by just creating high vibrational music. Let's say you're the next Beethoven, and we shouldn't really be comparing because we're all unique with our unique gifts and abilities. But again, for the sake of discussion here, let's say you've got these Beethoven-like abilities to create music, but you notice, let's say you love pizza, but you notice you eat pizza every day. You notice you start to get inspired, you start to get into your music, then you have like half a pizza every day. Let's say that's your dinner, right? And then let's say you notice after that pizza, you're not feeling as good. You're not feeling as sharp. You go back to create your music and you're a little off. You're a little off balance here. All that inspiration you felt before the pizza, it may still be there, but you notice it's compromised. Or even a more extreme example, you get a food coma. It's not really extreme, but you understand. It's like the next level. You may either be tired, a little off, or you may just totally go into a food coma. You know, right there and then, be aware. I see. So I am here to create this music, to put out these beautiful vibrations so that others can listen to these beautiful, wonderful vibrations and get uplifted and feel inspired. But whenever I eat pizza, because I have the desire to eat pizza, it's your egoic lower desire, my music is not as sharp. I don't even my inspiration. You might even feel like I'm not even inspired after. You're just like, I'll just do the music tomorrow. Then you know, first step is I am aware. I am aware. That is a desire that is no longer serving me, because my purpose here is to serve others. My purpose here is to express. Expression is beauty. Express what? Express God's beauty. When you're expressing that type of music, you're expressing God's beauty. You're expressing, if you're an artist, you draw. You express your purpose. That's your mission. That's your service to others. That's the way you pay rent. So you say, okay, that desire for pizza, it's never going to go away, by the way. Okay? There'll always be like remnants of it. Okay, remnants. I mean, maybe that's not true actually, because if I look at my own behavior with certain things, I actually no longer desire them, like at all. So these desires can actually eventually go away. And you know how they go away? By cultivating your higher desires, your desires for the light. So if you get so consumed with serving others, guess what? Those desires slowly but surely are going to fall away. And the first step is awareness. Second step is putting the conscious intention and the conscious effort and the work to say no to those desires and to eventually just say, all right, you know, you could get in a zone that you're so just obsessed with serving others and creating and expressing that eventually you don't even want to eat pizza anymore. like at all, like ever. Because why? Because if let's say every day you just get in a creative flow and you realize every time you eat pizza it takes so much from you, there will be a time, my friend, where you're never gonna want to eat pizza again, or like maybe once a month, once a year thing. All right? And you guys all know, think of the last time you were feeling really creative. You probably forgot to eat and drink, right? Right? I've been experiencing a lot of that lately because I'm creating all these videos, right? I'm creating daily videos and I have so many ideas. I have like 100 scheduled ideas for the future. Like I'm in just a super creative zone. I'm like barely even remembering to drink or eat. All right? So the higher desires will chip away at the lower desires and they will just fall away over time, not right away, over time. And so, yeah, we are here to serve. Again, straight out, remember this. We are here to serve, to express, to create the divinity, the beauty, the wisdom, the truth of God. If you like this content, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.